Hello. Code red. Code red. Okay, what is code red? All right, so I have to say enough is enough with this thing. I mean, if if Copper Cab would have seen this BS, I mean, you would have stand up for yourself, man. You would have stand up for yourself and your daughters. And this is where the end of the line goes, to this conclusion that all of suddenly when I have seen what is this, the gorgeous and beautiful Miss Denmark, being blonde hair and blue eyes, Victoria and Tajiv, Miss Universe from Denmark, winning the title holder for Europe. But what bothers me, what the hell bothers me, if I were a redhead, I'll be so freaking furious, and I'll think that the owners were a punching bag. Yes, I think what the owners were a punching bag if I were a redhead. But I am not. You know? This is why I have started this petition in change.org called Code Red. Code Red for this and all this representation of what this organization is not. Okay? I know that I have seen it all. I have seen Miss 2007, a Japanese woman by Ryumori, looking stunning. I saw everybody else. Could be from Venezuela, from the Philippines, from the USA. They all look great. Until this fool has came up after Chenius Palacios won, and after the next one. I mean, and they were congratulate the underdog. And by congratulating the underdog, it was not a blonde hair and blue eye chick. The underdog was a black chick. Yes, they went to the most lovable underdog this year, the oddball of beauty pageants. Yes, the underdog. Besides all this bullying, having the underdog, oh, you can't compete from South Africa, whatever. Well, I hope she become a Canadian citizen or something and let Canada win their third title of Miss Universe. But after all, put it this way, right? This code red thing is a petition to say what is going on. I mean, Anne, the jackass Jakrajutatip, yes, that's what I call her. She's a jackass. He or she is a jackass. A man dressed up as a woman, trying to say that the ultimate evolution of this Miss Universe organization is blonde hair and blue eyes. That's bull. I think that's bullshit. What Anne did, it made little ginger girls cry. And pissing off everybody else who is non-ginger or gingers in general. I mean, Anne is a certified ginger hater. That means you don't have to be a ginger to sign the petition Code Red. Code red means that anybody, could be black, white, blonde hair, blue eyes, and all in between, to protect people who are not blonde hair and blue eyes. That could include gingers, blacks, Asians, Latinas, and everybody else who does not represent Anne's beauty standards. You know, that means to show this petition, not to show up that Anne Jakrajutatip could shove up those beauty standards up his ass. Up her ass, up his ass. Why? Because it needs to be shoved up the ass, all right? So this petition is to say that everybody else who's not blonde hair, blue eyes, has been fed up. That this would be the last straw that anybody else, optional for black folks, to wear a red wig, optional for Asian folks to wear a red wig, all right? But everybody else who is lighter skin or whatever, the red wig is a sign of protest. It's a sign of not showing up at the pageant. It's protesting against the organization. Just to believe the blonde hair and blue eyed BS is the standard. Is like the ultimate standard, the pinnacle, or whatever it is. I mean, I know what it is that we need to have something that even Raul, I don't know if Raul is involved with that BS, but Anne Jakrajutatip and the crew and company should be fired and do not own this organization at all. I mean, this is the ultimate top of the line to where it goes. Where it goes. I mean, you're pissing off Wilma. You're pissing off Lucille Ball. You're pissing off, you know what? You're pissing off everybody, all right? I mean, Anne is pissing off everybody. Gingers, brunettes, blacks, and anybody else that could be including Asians, Latinas, Japanese, Koreans, whoever. That this person, before they have some blonde hair, blue eye Miss Germany going against Miss Korea, and else fixing up in favor of Miss Germany instead of Korea. I think if that could happen, this is gonna be the maximum revolution since people protesting against Asian prostitution in World War II. And that would be it of all these injustices and BS in whatever this kind of form, if it does happen. All right? If it does happen, I mean, nobody has to show up. You cannot show up. You know what? If this is a big FU to the organization, and you and all of you, you don't have to be ginger. I'm not a ginger. You don't have to be a blonde hair and blue eyes. You have to have somebody with a soul, somebody with a heart, somebody to just break this BS expectations that all what it said is, if nobody gonna show up at the Miss Universe pageant as long as Anne Jakrajutatip and company are still in charge of that organization, and I'm willing hell would break loose, and you're gonna start up with everybody protesting and everybody saying whatever the words would mean to you. All right? I mean, you could understand that you could write these to go on a protest and write and don't show up. But the petition is that protesting everybody, you need to do it. It's gonna be peaceful. You know, the only way it is, you're gonna protest, you're gonna do whatever it is, you're gonna do whatever it takes. You know, everybody gets to join in. I mean, nobody is isolated. Everybody join the cause. That the cause that you write the petition is to show them that you are fed up with this nonsense, that blonde hair and blue eyes is not just the only standard. You know, even Shadima could join in. You know, why? Because that is the only way to do so. Not showing up at the event is the only solution. And what else that you could be there, you know, if that individual or who is part of that organization should be booed, it's okay to boo. It's okay to boo, all right? You could boo whatever you go, boo, boo. You could boo. Why? Because this expectations and this what it is that anybody cannot compete. And the code red means that what I say code red, that means that you could have, it will start with red hair people protesting against the Miss Universe organization, because what they say, blonde hair and blue eyes is the standard, is the ultimate standard. I think that's a bunch of BS that we need to do. And for all of you, the petition will be starting right now. You could sign this petition and you could say that the standards that Anne is providing, she could shove it up where the sun don't shine. Why? All women are beautiful, and that's the reason why I standing up for people. It's not just for blacks, for whites, for everybody, and just showed how ignorant that individual is. I standing up for you, and you, and you, and the reason code red is because there wasn't no red hair person that have ever won a Miss Universe beauty pageant, right? Why? Because as everybody else could win, you know, if everybody else could win, I'm not going to exclude. That means code red. Code red is not showing up. Code red is not showing up as long as Anne Jakrajutatip is in charge and company. You could have to be replaced by Reba, Lindsay Lohan, or or somebody else. I mean, I forgot the name of the guy. Warren Buffett. Yes, Warren Buffett could take over the Miss Universe organization, but it is what it is. You know, everybody is an ally to the people that get singled out by this man or by this freak. You know, by this man dresses up as a woman, as I could classify them. Yes, classified transgender or what, and and being PC about all this stuff. About, yes, just call her a woman, but I think it's a man dressed up like a woman, right? You know, blacks, Asians, Latinos, like to cook like me, redheads. Yeah, redheads had to be included in there, but I mean, most likely allies of redheads, and being an ally for redhead, that means that they never won a competition, same as saying there are black people that won various and being singled out by this individual. I think the time is now, and that individual needs to be fired from the organization, not to be the ownership of the organization. And maybe if Raul kissed Anne's ass, he'll be singled out. This organization has turned out to be the Rodney Dangerfield of beauty pageants when it became the Super Bowl of beauty pageants, or the Olympics of beauty pageants, put it that way. It is how downgrade themselves of what they are. So, this is to sign the petition right now. Let's hope that you sign the Code Red petition, that one of these days anyone could win a Miss Universe title, regardless that if you're a blonde hair, blue eyes, a redhead. That's one thing that I hope to see a title for the first redhead winner. Black, Asians, that means it doesn't matter if it's from the Philippines, the first Korean, a third title for Japan. Latin America, or whatever it is, even Spain, the second title, or have Argentina, another Colombian Miss Universe title again, to show that the Miss Universe organization shouldn't go down to become the Rodney Dangerfield of beauty pageants. Goodbye, everybody, and God bless you all.